So I'm from a small town called Butterminton, North Cork. I would have come through the ranks through school, then I went to UCC for a few years, played with Cork Con, and then went through the Munster Academy, Sub-Academy Development, went through it that way. I would have been with Munster for about 7 years, and then I took a 1-year break just to go travelling, backpacking, and then I took a second year out to go studying to do an MBA. At the time, by the time I came to the decision, I felt okay about it, but I think in hindsight as well, I knew it was the right decision. I just couldn't get right with injuries, and I think I was just dragging a couple of niggles on, and I think the best thing for me was just to take a year out, let everything heal up and come back. Bit of a strange route compared to most, but thankfully I'm back. The year in Cambridge was brilliant. Some of the people in the class are incredible, and trips like that to Borneo make it a special year. So for Borneo, we travelled to a very rural part of West Kalimantan, where we worked with honey foragers and Alipe nut collectors, and we just tried to look at the value chain and see what way we can bring more profit into the lowest end of the value chain, and that was a great experience and something totally different. So it was just a compliment to a great year. The year I took off, I didn't play any rugby at all, and then coming back into pre-season with university, playing a full season with university, which was a good standard, and then from that I got a number of games with London Irish, so it was a good kind of transition to go straight from kind of amateur, professional now to a different level again with Leinster. So thankfully it hasn't been too much of a shock to the system, and touch wood, I feel good now that I don't have any niggles or anything like that. So. Coming into the varsity match, Leo gave me a call to see where I was. There wasn't any promise or anything like that. It was really just to see what condition I was in, and where I was, I suppose, mentally as well. You know, was I excited to come back and play rugby? So when I got the call from Leo, I was obviously very excited, and Leinster was the club I really wanted to go to before Leo called. But then, thankfully, in the varsity game, I did okay, and then after that I played a few more games, and he could see that I was injury-free, and when I spoke to him, I managed to convince him that, look, I'm going for it this year, and I'm fresh and I'm ready, and very luckily he gave me a go, so I'm very grateful for that. There were 1 or 2 offers from different clubs where maybe there would have been more of a promise of game time, but to be frank, that didn't really interest me as much. You know, I'd like to back myself, put myself in the mix with the guys who are here. I don't know where I stand in terms of rankings there, but those guys have obviously played very well, and they're all very experienced. So if I can just manage to keep injury free, put my hand up, put myself in the mix with those guys, then that'd be a great start. And to learn from a lot of guys who have that experience as well, like Dev, Triggs, Macker, all the guys, Ross, just to get that experience from those guys and learn from them, I think is a great environment. So no, I'm delighted with the decision. In terms of putting on the jersey, I think it's all about trying to work as hard as I can, get the respect of the lads, and then if I can do enough to put my hand up, then to get to wear the jersey would be a huge honour. In terms of meeting the fans, I think it's really important for me, equally to what I show the players, that I show the fans that I don't take getting this opportunity with Leinster for granted, and that any time I get to wear the Leinster jersey that I pay it the respect it deserves, and that I do everything I can to help the club be successful.